Okay, people, Jeanette here. This video is the truth behind it all, and this is one of the most important ones. It brings absolutely everything together, everything that I've heard, and I think most people will agree with me on what my findings, most of them, yeah, it's mostly the reason why all of these people that you see on TV are transgendered. I have found that all but 10% are, and there is a reason for it, and I'm going to go into that, and this hopefully will not be too long. From the beginning of the human race, Enlil, which is a Sumerian name for Satan, him and his minions, the 11 families, including the Rothschilds, with him equaling 12 in the council, always looked for ways they could monitor and control us. Okay, and this is as close as I could get to where I think that this would be somewhat of a setup with him at his council. Who knows if there's women in there? I don't. There is 12, somebody's behind this, okay? But here's the thing. Right here, when vaudeville came along, the elite could see how the actors, the entertainers, were able to capture our attention and hold the interest of all of us humans. They could see how people grew to love them and had great interest in what the actors would say and do. They take polls through magazines and entertainment, how many tickets are sold at places, to know how well people love certain actors. And they found that when people fall in love with the actors, they attach themselves to them and they feel like they're part of their family and everything. People will listen to them. Well, they came up with a way. They wanted to know why or how they could get these actors into everybody's homes so everybody could hear what they had to say and what they wanted to come across. What the elite wanted the masses of people to know how they could do this. Well, their scientists came up with the television, and that television in every home is it. And I think everybody agrees with that. Yeah, it tells you lies through sight. So television, yeah. What they want you to know and believe to be true when it's all scripted and laid out exactly the way they want. When you have a favorite performer, you worship, adore, and idolize. You attach yourself to them emotionally and listen to what they say and believe it as though it is real, when in fact it's not. Everything is a play, down to your presidency, your government. Everything you see on TV is scripted, and it really does not exist. People may not believe that, but it's because you're conditioned to believe that the presidency and everything, is real. As if someone like Donald Trump would actually be in charge of anything. Or the rest of them. The Bushes, one of them was an alcoholic. I can't remember which one that one was. But anyway, yeah, if something is bad that's said about your actors that you love, you will not believe it even if it's true. And that's why my channel is, the series is called Love is Blind. You'll even fight for them for their name of honor. And absolutely everything that comes through your TV is made up. It's a story, a play, a movie with actors playing all the roles. Like even the royal family, there's not really a royal family. It's just a group of actors playing those roles. What you see, what they show you, is what they want you to know. What really goes on behind the scenes is nothing what you know of. Everything is secret behind the scenes. Well, the actors are picked, chosen, and trained from the beginning. They use the MK Ultra mind control on them right after they're born, and they're able to program them. And then, of course, the actors do their part. That's why they get paid major bucks for them to then program you through their actions. Now, how do they tell the actors from us? That's where the transgender thing comes in, too. Men used to play the roles of females all the time in live theater. And so they figured if you take the egg and it's a male egg and you add the female chromosome to it as an overlay, you will get somewhat of a female persona that they can pretend that they are. And they're trained to be the opposite sex of what they are. But they do that to tell them from us. If they go to jobs or whatever, they can tell which ones have been trained through the MK Ultra mind control. We have not been trained. We may not necessarily do what they want in a movie, and we could mess everything up if we didn't do what they needed us to do. But when you've been MK Ultra mind controlled, you are taught to do basically what they say. So, therefore, they get roles that you won't. And I believe that the Rothschilds are the sperm donors for all these eggs. They're all made in laboratories and given to handlers, and the handlers find their talents. Once they reach a certain age, they see what the talents are, where they can place them. And if they're good enough, they will get a contract by Enlil, the Satan, to, they do pretty much a lot for them. But you give away your free will. It is not selling your soul, it's giving up your free will is what it is. And you have to do what they say. Hence the reason why they put a demon inside everybody is so they can spy on you if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. This demon will report back to headquarters and tell them what's going on. They give them a lot of money to make sure they do their job properly. But Enlil and the council can't keep an eye on everybody, so they have their minions, the demons, to do this. Okay? And this is why that people, they're all transgendered. They are made specifically for television to program us from day one. It was always like that. Of course, none of us knew it. Everything is now coming out. And let's see, as like mind control and everything. Let's see if I got anything on here I need. Well, we know that 10% are, it's such a low number. It's because it's such a high number of trans on there because they are trained to be on there. They are trained for this specific task. And I think I said everything that's on here. It's like, the Rothschilds own the whole system. That's why they get loads of cash. And you can get a star on the Trinity Wood Walk of Shame if you do a good enough job at, corrupting humanity. And the presidency, that's all fake. But it takes millions of dollars, supposedly, to run for presidency. Why so much? I mean, I could put out a video and say, I'm a good person, what my qualities are, vote for me. And I'll do this, I'll sign documents and stuff to make sure things get, what we need. And the reason why they jack it up like that, because no one's got that kind of money to interfere with this fake play. If somebody's got loads of cash and they say, okay, I want to get in there and do it, you would not be allowed to, not even if you had loads of cash. They would not allow you into the play. It's all made up. All those candidates, everything you see is made up. It's all movies, scripted. Christ, it's just another TV program. You think that you're a part of it. See, they make it that way. But, now they have your cell phones and everything, and the cell phones is like you got the programming on the go now. They just don't leave it alone here, but, people can't put them cell phones down, the young kids. No child under 16 should have a cell phone. They don't need one. They don't need one. They shouldn't be gabbing or whatever. They should be doing stuff instead of gabbing or texting or whatever. They don't need a cell phone. And they don't need a computer to even look at one until they're over 16 also. This stuff really does corrupt children. It has everybody else, and it is the children also as well. This is one of the old Rothschilds, and this is probably, they go back a long time ago when they were probably males. This was probably a male, who knows? But it started a long time ago with getting the people to control. And the Rothschilds, no one knows how much money that they have. Nobody's got any money anyway, but they control the banking, so they can put digits in anybody's account and take them away if you don't do as you're told. So the actors do usually what they're told. Musicians and everybody else, sports figures, anybody you see on your TV, only 10% are like us. The others are all transgendered. And that transgender thing is spilling out into our neighborhoods. I've got some that you would call, I know a couple of them from Colorado actually. And one, I don't think the husband knows that he's married to a guy. I call them the Hollywood trans. They're not like your neighbor that does it because of various reasons, but these Hollywood trans, they have all the aspects of it, the long arms and just the whole 9 yards they have. I've checked them out and everything, but I may do a thing later. I've got the guy I went to school with, I'm sure he's unaware. She's got 2 daughters that are actually guys too. I've checked them out. So, it's crazy, but if they don't have any talents, or I think if they just don't want to do a contract with Satan and do all this stuff, I think they're allowed to just come out here with us. But it could be dangerous if they have other ulterior motives. If they decide they want to be famous, they could still cut a deal with Enlil. And in that case, you have to sacrifice somebody you love. My friend his life could be in danger because of that. And you can't let these people near your children, because we know that children go missing and they end up as sacrifice a lot of times. I believe all of that. Okay, this is my belief system. I believe all of that. And it's like, it's coming out. But also, the ages are getting ready to change. That's when Lord Enki, God, will take the throne and clearing this mess up. It could be anywhere from 10, 35, 40 years. But it's very close. It's getting really, really close. Hence, all this stuff's coming out. These are Rothschild things. And it's like, I am just glad that I was not born into this family. I think it's a costume ball that they're doing. It's probably Halloween, and here's some more of them. And, they do what they can think of. It's probably just a costume ball. Who knows? Here's some more of the goofballs. You can't see this one too well, I don't think. I've got this, there you go. I don't have these pulled over enough. I may have been cutting some people off. I just checked this out. And here, what's wrong with the centerpiece? It's 2 turtles. These little candles are the turtle eggs. I like that. I like sea turtles. They're some of my favorite things. Okay. And on this one, what I need to do is I need to swap here, because these are the top earners. Okay. What do they do to get all of these empty digits? There is no money, like I said. They work out whatever, but they never do manual labor, of course. So they help control different things. Okay, and they get paid a lot of or paid a lot of empty digits to do so. This one, you can't even put an amount on this kind of stuff. And it's like, what are you going to do with all this anyway besides bribe people? Can you actually see this? I don't know if... No, you can't. Okay, I'm going to have to pull this stuff down. Okay, this is the first one here. Right. Geez, I hope I didn't cut a lot of stuff off. Sorry if I did, people. I just now looked at this. Okay, this dude here, you know we do a lot of business with China, but if you take this little tiny bump, this may not be a male brow ridge. If you take this off, he's got a round skull like a female. I think they're transgendered, all of them. They're part of the eggs that get manufactured. If they're good at talking and communicating with people, and females usually are, then they get that position. And that's what it is. This is probably a female. Who knows and who really cares? I don't think any of us really care, do we? This dude owned the Clippers, yeah, and I think that's basketball. Who knows? As far as I'm concerned, I don't. One of the most useless things is sports and modeling. You think this person's worth this much for what? For this? I mean, for this guy is worth this much? How many people has he corrupted and stuff? A lot. Is this really a male? I don't know. This shoulder's sloping a lot, and they don't look really incredibly wide shoulders. There, the eyes are very beady. This looks round. I don't see a flat forehead. This possibly could be a female. Mouth don't look real big, even though it's open wide. Round face. I don't see no high cheekbones either. This very well is probably a female too. And here, Walton and all of these guys are trans. Every last one of them, I believe. This is the sloping shoulders. If you take here and you go right across here, and I can do this, and I need to change the color up here first. And I better watch this because I'm going to cut this off again. For some reason, this did not want to set up right. No, see, this is way up here. I've got to bring... Okay. I'm going to have to do this first. Now, right where the shoulders are, I can show it. I just want to make sure I got, Walton in here. Yeah. Okay, right there. From right where it's usually right under here is where the waist is. Under there. And you'd have to go way down here where the crotch is, and I can't even come down far enough, but if you come up here right where the collarbone is, you can see it's a short torso, okay? This short torso here, see, for the crotch you'd have to go down enough where it'd make 2 blocks, 2 squares. They always wear these suits to hide. Now this looks like it curves in right here. Probably does. They hide these suits to hide. They wear these big suits all the way down to their crotch to hide their curves, is what they do. His little eyes look real beady. They look really small and close together, and this looks round. It don't look like it's got a back slope, and it's very small. This one's probably more than likely female. They only get this kind of money because they're allowed to. They're allowed to have it. Now, this is supposed to be the female, okay? Now, I don't even need to go over this. This is a freaking guy. Straight freaking shoulders, okay? This is a guy pretending to be a female. Another of the Walmart clan. Yep. I don't want to look at that. I want to throw up when I look at that. I can't stand it so much. Okay, and this turkey here is the other sister. The eyes it looks like it might be a little depth there, but this all looks round. As far as this receding, my hair does the same thing, and I'm a female, so the receding hairline doesn't work, guys, and I can show you mine later, and I'm going to do that. I'll show you, my face without any makeup and stuff on later. You can still tell that I'm a female, though. Yeah. But these eyes are real close together. Doesn't look like no male brow ridge here at all. No, my ears are bigger than this too. The Adam's apple, that's flesh. That can be done if they do take testosterone. It could be done when they have the overlay of a male. That means the egg is a female, that it will develop into a female, and they put the male overlay, and then this is what you get. And sometimes you get the flesh of a small Adam's apple like that. Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is a fella at all. The shoulders are sloping a lot. This guy doesn't have big trapeze muscles because this guy doesn't work out, okay? So this slope is all from female shoulders. And here's another one. L'Oreal. With all the hair products, you would think this one would have better hair condition. It doesn't, because you know why? This is male, coarse, heavy hair. This is not female hair, people. Look at this. This is not, that's a hit. That's, it's, okay, its name is up here. Make sure that you see that. Yeah, I use their hair dye. I buy their hair dye. I use their hair dye. I use their products, their shampoos, and all that stuff. But this person is trans, part of the system. Okay, so there's more into it. No telling what we're putting. Yeah, I have fibromyalgia. I wonder what caused that. Yeah, for all the time I've been using that stuff, that's why I'm ill. I don't doubt it. If I could sue them for all that, I would have as much money as they did. Or do. Yeah. And you know, this bozo here. Now, I think this bozo's a little female also. Okay, now this looks like what? The male tendons? No, the tendons in the neck usually come down back here, not in the front. This is the old just turkey neck a lot of women get. There's no trachea in here, no male trachea, no Adam's apple in here. It's pretty damn smooth. The sides here are, like I said, there's no tendons. There's no male tendons at all. This might look big here, but I don't know so much about that. What I can tell you is, where did the male brow ridge go? And there isn't one. This is all sunken in because of the age, but these beady little eyes are sitting right on top of the skull. This is a female skull, okay? Now the dental, what they can do to make the dental wider, if you got small gums, they can make them where they come out bigger. I knew, I can show you later a picture of a male to female, I believe, and what they did, or was it? I can't remember. The gums look big and the teeth look small. Yeah, it was a male to female. It wanted a smaller dental, so that's what it did. And when it smiles real big, you can see how big the gums are and how small the teeth is from how they did the plate. Yeah. So they can fix anything up and stuff, but it's like, yeah, there's no slope to this person's forehead either. And this is somebody that people don't like either. This and his brother, and here's he, and he is a female. Look, top and bottom's basically the same. There with the elbows, yeah, basically the same. And yeah, but like I said, the dental here, they can fix that anyway. But these little tiny beady eyes. Now here, I'll cut this off again. I'm sorry, people. This, I don't know what's with this. I hope the other videos aren't messed up that I made. Like with the Trailer Park Boys, I could have their heads all cut off. I did that before this one. I just hope that it's not. If it's wrecked, you guys can tell me, and I will frickin' have to come in and do it again. This, yeah, it angers me. I should be paying more attention behind the thing, but I'm sitting at the side of this. I'm not sitting behind this camera. I'm sitting at the side of it. So I don't always see the lens. Yeah, I probably need to watch that video that I made and make sure that the heads are not cut off. But I need that thing to go up like tomorrow, today. They set sail on that cruise, and I need to get that done and up. And if the heads are cut off, I apologize for it if you can't see what I'm doing, because a stupid-ass camera is not... For some reason, it's set up whenever I was doing it, but perhaps this is a different Paint Shop Pro. I opened the second one. This is the second one. So perhaps the first one might be all right, because they were all set up all right through the lens when I first started. All right, enough bickering about that crap. Anyway, I'm tired and I want to get over this. You know who this joker is here. Yeah. This is a female, little sloping shoulders. We know that this one is, oh, look at the little feminine hand down here. I'll have to pull this up. Look at the little female hand here. Nice, huh? You got a pretty little hand. She does. Yeah. Little beady eyes. Yeah. And this is a goofball that owns Amazon. This is a little female. Yeah. And the wife, of course, the tranny wife is leaving him, and it's going to be the richest tranny in the world. Okay? You got all that. You can read all this stuff. You can stop it if you want to. Look at that eye. Good God. I don't know what's going on. Does it have an artificial eye? That's what this looks like. It looks like it's an artificial eye, perhaps. Yeah. And here he is with the wife, with the tranny wife. Yeah. Here you can, shoot. I'm going to shoot this dog on camera. I don't know. It's a nice one. It's nice, but for some reason, this is not set up right. And it's like, damn, I'm going to have to watch this better in the future. I'm tired and I want to get this done. And this is the last one anyway. So excuse me for cutting everything off. And hopefully the Trailer Park Boys does not do this, because it was a nice long one that I did, and I just hope to God that it isn't chopped, the heads and stuff off of it, because I wasn't watching. Now I'm upset because I don't know if it is corrupted or not. But anyway, look at these here. You can see the whole thing, yes. You can tell by this one's face that this is a female. This one does look like a woman at this point. At 50, it's not going to look so good, even with those empty digits. It's not still going to look so good. It's got the Meltrechia here, straight shoulders, straight tranny body, the spider monkey arms, short bottom half, and the long torso. That's a male. And these two are the same size, meaning it's a female. Hands even with the crotch. And the crotch always comes to the bottom of these coats. They want to keep them curvy hips covered up, where they don't care how flat the hips are out here for us, but, you know, but as if the face doesn't give it away. I mean, look at that. And the sloping shoulders. Okay, dears, that's it for today and stuff. Just put any comments you have below and stuff. If you want to add anything to it, I always look at them before I put them out. I don't put out any that aren't. I don't really get a lot of comments. You know, basically I try to do stuff to the point of whatever. Try to just get the message through and out there. And that's it. Okay, thank you all. And I'll talk to you later.